Intuitive Movement 101, Level 2. So we start out with our Level O. It's a good way to get warmed up for the day, becoming familiar again with our near sphere. And then some 1, checking in with our bodies. How are we feeling today? Giving ourselves a squeeze of appreciation. And then Level 2, we now expand into our spheres. So our spheres extend to the ends of our fingertips. They kind of a little bit further because it also extends as far as we can reach, shifting our bodies while our feet are still planted on the ground. So Level 0, Level 1, Level 2. We are stationary spheres in that our feet are planted. We'll shift positions, but then they stay on the ground. And then in that time, we start to explore all the ways that we can move through space while our feet are planted in that position. So that kind of becomes the challenge, is figuring out what are the different ways that I can move while my feet are still stuck and it still feels comfortable for me to move as I'm moving. So our arms are exploring our sphere, which is giving us a sense of how much space we need to move freely. Our nervous systems are picking up on how much room we need, and also how we can move through space with our feet in specific particular positions, because we're thinking about that too, we're feeling it. We're also remaining that awareness of our breath. Full inhale, full exhale, awareness of our posture. We want to be more upright than slouch forward, because as soon as we start to go forward, gravity pulls us forward. So if we can stay upright, it's easier to balance. This is a good thing to show. Once I have it upright, but as soon as it leans forward, it falls forward. So our muscles are having to fight against gravity anytime that we're not upright. When we're upright, it's easier to stay upright. So we train our bodies to stay upright as we're doing these movements. How do we stay upright? We have to support our spines with our abdominal wall. What is the abdominal wall? It's squeezing the belly muscles against each other. So you're pulling in and pushing out at the same time. You're pushing out the interior muscles and you're pulling in the external ones. And that creates a wall that holds us up, helps us hold our chests up so we can breathe more fully and more openly than if we're in like this. And it's easier to stay upright. Plus, it provides more core stabilization, which is going to be super helpful in Level 4. We don't have to do all expansive arms. We can bring it in, do some 1, do some O, and then expand out. Mix it up, have fun with it. Really, you're just exploring space with your hands and arms. The more slowly we explore, the more little tiny muscles have to engage in the process of supporting our motions, and then they get stronger. Also, the process of engaging them and using them helps to remind our bodies that we have them, they're there, and activate them more. The more that we activate those muscles, the more likely we are to activate those muscles as needed throughout the day to support our bodies when we're doing regular, everyday movement, which is just basic functional mobility. Switch legs. have to do what I'm doing. More of a reminder to balance. You see, today I don't have shoes on. You can do hoopment with shoes on or without shoes on. It's up to you. It's up based on your feet. If it's not comfortable for your feet to not have shoes on, then please wear shoes, supportive footwear. But if it feels good to be barefoot, then do it barefoot. Maybe do barefoot one day and shoes the next day. See the differences that it feels. Just give your body something different to work with. All right, thank you so much. Level 2.